Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video and I'm working on a 6 by 12 page and a 3 by 12 page. These will go together. This is just an insert that I kind of DIY'd from leftover pieces of another page protector, and it suited my layout here because I wanted all three of these and then I really just needed space for two more on this side, so it works well. And I definitely need a card here because I want to do some journaling and have a fun thing that I want to use, because once I had been here, when I came home, I actually bought a set of digital clip art files that are all Egyptian themed and I want to use them so badly. I just love them. So I want to work them in there. And then I think I may also end up having to have a photo flip here. And I'm not sure if it's going to be on this side or this side, but because I want to use a digital element that's visual, that may take up an entire spot. Plus then if I want to journal, I've got to fit that in somewhere. So it's very likely that I will have a flip somewhere on this layout. So here is the clip art that I bought and I have printed that I want to use somewhere on here. And my initial thought is using something that has blue in it because of this color and this color up here. But these aren't exactly the right blue, so I'm not sure that that will work necessarily. I really like the Anubis, so I might try to fit that in, and it matches really well with the other colors. So right now I'm thinking probably Anubis. We'll see. And then maybe for this card, I can find something in this color that will work in that spot. All right, I found a card that I think will be perfect. I found this one, and it says explore, stay curious. That's exactly what we were doing, because I have been to the Met before, I've been to the Egyptian area before, but I had to go through it quickly, so this is the most kind of intense time I've ever spent in there. So I decided to pull out another photo, and this one was just of some items that were also in the Egyptian area, but I thought it brought out that kind of burnt orange color, reddish orange, so that it isn't just on this side, so I'll be able to see it over here as well, although it will be under a flip, but still it will be in there. And then I cut out my lovely little Anubis. So there he is. And I also picked out this card, again, to work in some of that orange. And I figured I can just put Anubis right here, just attach it on there with adhesive and probably call it good. So for this card, where Anubis will go on top there, I actually decided that I'm going to do some splattering just a little bit with my Heidi Swapp Color Shine in black. So I just want a couple little dots here and there just so that this background isn't quite so white and stark. All right, so we'll see what I get here. That's actually probably pretty good. I could stand some more over here, but I don't want to overdo it and get a ton on there that I don't want. So I think I'm going to leave it alone. All right, here's the lovely card with the Anubis cutout added. And I really like the way that turned out. The splattering pattern happened to be just right where I could fit this in there in between the dots. And I just love it. I think it's perfect. So I'm very excited to add that to the layout. For this left-hand side, I've decided that I also want a title on here, and I want it to say "In Awe," because that's generally how I feel anyway when I see lots of Egyptian stuff, just in awe of their society and their engineering abilities. And I feel like this one has a lot going on, and so a title would help ground it a little bit, and especially if it was in this color, because then again it really works that color in around the whole layout. So I pulled these stickers. These are very old and I'm really into trying to use up my stash lately, and so I'm wondering if I can get away with using these on the layout. I do have both upper and lower case, so I can make it work kind of in any style I want. So now I just have to figure, like, do I want it here on top of this? Do I want it up here in the corner? That might be the better option because it kind of gives a visual triangle. I'd have the kind of aqua color here, here, and here, and it would lead the eye around. I think it would pop more maybe against this dark background, but design-wise, this probably is better. I think that's the better choice. All right, I've added the title onto that top photo just where I thought it would go, and I do like it. I think that was the right choice in terms of where to place the blue element, so that's good. Now I still have to figure out, do I want to add anything else to these photos? I do have some dead space here that I could work with. Not too many other places except maybe here, and then I still have to figure out exactly how I'm putting together this pocket over here. When I was looking at this, I decided that this needed a little bit of shine or bling, so I think I'm going to open up my rhinestones. I do have rhinestones for sure that are that kind of aqua color. Not so much the orange. I do have this kind of amber color. Let me show you here. That would match with a lot of the background stuff. So I'm just going to see what I can mix together and maybe even include some clear ones too, just to add a little bit of shine to the layout. I did add in a rhinestone here that's right next to the title, and then I have one picked out for here as well next to this phrase that says experiencing life elsewhere. Now I have two, so I want a third one somewhere on this side. I'm not exactly sure where that's going to be, and if I'm going to use another label or some other kind of embellishment in a cluster, not sure yet, but I'll figure it out. I pulled out some more phrase labels, and I was hoping to find one that was more in this color, and I think I have it. So I'm going to take this photo, and this phrase label actually has a little pennant flag type thing on the end. A day to remember. That is so true. I'll never forget this. It was fantastic, and it matches perfectly. So I'm just going to put it right up here over this label that was in the case with these items. So it kind of kills two birds with one stone. I get rid of that, which I don't really need. And then it fits nicely onto my photo and makes a nice visual element. I cut off the excess here that was hanging over the edge, and I added a mini staple. So now this is done, and all I have to do is add on the flip. I actually decided that I would splatter on this card too, simply because this is the one you're going to see as being on top when you look at the layout, and then you'll see the other stuff underneath. So I just wanted to make sure that I got some nice little extra things in there too, just to liven up the layout as a whole. All right, so here I have the pocket put together. So when you flip up, you'll see that. Now all I have to do is take off the adhesive and apply it to the pocket here. So I want to line it up as best I can so that it matches. The end on this one will stick out a little bit, but I'm okay with that. See right here, just a little bit over the main edge, but that's all right. All right, so I think this one is done. Let's do some close-ups. So on the left-hand side, this is the top pocket, middle, bottom. I love all this lovely color here. And then here's the right hand side. The top didn't do anything with that, but here is the fun flip up that I added, and then the bottom, and here's what they look like together. And I'm really pleased with how this turned out in the end. A little bit different from what I thought it would be when I started, but that's okay. I'm enjoying it. So here's another one done for New York. Thanks for watching.